Hey, this is Dragonfeather, and I'm here to do a video on setting boundaries for yourself. And this is a very important thing to do. Many arguments and many problems in life and many disputes and fights end up coming from not setting boundaries, believe it or not. And what do I mean by setting boundaries? Well, the best example I can give you guys is with my name. My real name is Jenny, and my given name is actually Jenny. And it's not Jennifer, and I absolutely do not like being called Jennifer whatsoever. And when people call me Jennifer to push my buttons or push my boundaries, to be literal, I get very upset and I get very angry, and the way that I deal with it is when someone calls me Jennifer, I say, please do not call me that. And if they call me that again, I do not respond to them. And so when I do not respond to somebody calling me Jennifer, I am in essence setting a boundary that if you call me Jennifer, I will not talk to you. And when I do that and I ignore it, people, don't call me Jennifer, they call me Jenny. Unless people call me Dragonfeather. So there you go. But yeah, that's one boundary that I have in my life. But that's a very simple and a very easy boundary and not a very serious boundary. There are more serious boundaries that you can set in relationships, certain boundaries of you not being, saying, don't treat me this way. Like, if you don't like being cussed out, like if you don't like being cussed at, if you don't like being called names, if you don't like anything like that, you need to set those boundaries, because if you don't set those boundaries, people aren't going to respect you. And having respect in life is, it's, when you have respect, you are listened to, you're easy to communicate with, people, listen, and they really do listen. And one boundary that I have set in my life is, if you cuss me out and call me things that I do not like being called, I won't talk to you for a while, and I won't talk to you until you apologize to me. Some things that I've also gone through is certain situations with friends where I have been abandoned, and in essence left they were hanging out with me, and they left to hang out with somebody else. And when we already had plans, and that's not okay with me. And I said, I'm sorry, but I can no longer be your friend if you're going to treat me that way. And if the person were to come back to me and tell me that they did something wrong and acknowledge what they did wrong and, apologized to me and said how they could fix it, then I would give them another chance. But the thing is that if they don't come to me and they don't say that and they're just like, why aren't you talking to me? I'm not going to talk to you. And that's something that I do with my friends and with people in my life, is I don't take BS, basically. No bullshit for me, because I've had enough of it in my life. And I do not like being, I'm a very kind person. I preach being so kind, and I preach being good to people and doing good things and doing good favors for people. And when people who I have done good things for and who have done favors for talk about me behind their backs, I will not be their friend anymore. And I will tell them that. And these are just some boundaries that I have. And some boundaries that you may need to set is, maybe you're in a relationship and, your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever is texting you about people flirting with them. If that bothers you, you need to tell them. You need to say, look, I know this happens to you, but I would really prefer you not to tell me, because it bothers me and it makes me a little jealous, and I don't really like feeling that way, and I would appreciate it if you didn't tell me those things. If they can't handle it, oh well, too bad for them. And if they can, good, and you move on. And setting boundaries, I'm not going to lie, you guys, it's hard to start if you've never been taught how to do it. And it takes time, and it takes effort, and it takes a lot of painful mistakes and a lot of painful messing up. I've done things that I'm not proud of, and I have let people walk over me, and I've pushed people's boundaries, and I've paid the price for it. But I've learned, and I'm working on setting even more boundaries to where people respect me even more and listen to me, because I like to be listened to. I like my voice to be heard. And so, for that particular reason, setting boundaries is a must for me, and it's a place that I need to start. And I'm telling you guys this now because no matter where you are in life, you're always going to need to set boundaries with people. Maybe certain coworkers of yours drink a lot, and you want to go out and hang out with them, but they drink all the time. And so you got to, if you want to hang out with those people, because sometimes you're going to want to hang out with those people, you're going to have to know that there's going to be drinking involved. And if that's the case, then you have to hang out with that particular group of people or that particular person on your terms and not theirs. And if you don't want to hang out with them, tell them no. It's that simple. And so if you guys, have any questions about how to set boundaries or boundaries that you would like to set or you don't really know how, please again contact me and I will help you guys figure it out, and I'll help you guys do whatever you need to do. And until next time, blessed be and bye.